The next person on is someone who has, well, yet another person who has joined us in Berlin and then never left. He's even been working with us from Tel Aviv. And recently he has been really successful in Berlin. He has won, together with a colleague that he's going to introduce you to in a minute, he has won the MIDI Hack Challenge that was at Ableton in Berlin with the hack called Air Push. Now, the person I'm talking about is Rani Dar, or amongst us also called as Run Dreamer. And he also contributed to some of the community work in organizing this festival. He did all the graphics online and things like that. So we were constantly in touch. And then, of course, after he won in Berlin, he decided to bring his partner who co-authored the hack, who's called Ariel Angel, or Angel. So we have a dreamer and an angel that are coming up on stage now. So a round of applause for Rani Dar.
Thank you, Mikael. So, I feel really lucky to be here and play an active part on Music Tech Fest. Yeah! In the next few minutes, I'm going to talk about the emotional content of we put into sound and how it affects our lives. It's a very light talk, so don't worry about it. My father was the kind of people who would turn the car radio off as soon as the news was over. He would never listen to music. But the music he did like was specifically linked to events, trips, memories from his life, songs from trip to South America, songs from his time as a teenager. But at family trips, sometimes while driving, sometimes while walking in nature, he had this habit of whistling random melodies. And when I asked him what was it, like, what are you whistling, he would usually say it's random, it's nothing. So this is what we would call improv. And you can say it was kind of like little peaks of happiness. And when I started playing, I found myself like playing random melodies on a piano for hours, and I hated scores. And I only later realized how it affected me and the way I create. And it's actually for me, it's the way that I create everything, every creative process, electronic music. I always do improv, and it works right. So, most importantly, it made me realize how connected emotions are connected to sound. So, first, to understand, so what I want to talk about actually is the connection between sound design and experience design, something we might know as UX. So what is experience design? Experience design is one of those vague concepts that everybody wants to have in their products without really even knowing why or what is it. It's very similar to sound design in that way, but it's way more elusive. So experience is the part of the product that breaks out of the design and deeply affects the emotion, and the part that makes you remember the experience, makes you share it with your friends, the part that affects you after you're done using it and stays with you and lingers. So, just a second, I needed to prepare this in advance. So let's take sunglasses, for example, as a product. When you put your sunglasses on, you become a whole different person. And I don't have any sound. Just a second. So again, when I put my sunglasses on,
Sunglasses mode on.
I gain confidence. You set your eyes free. You interact with the outside world in a different way. Your interaction becomes one-sided, and you observe better.
1 o'clock. Back to reality.
So this was supposed to be
Sunglasses
both
mode
flutes.
off.
So you can check people and things out, and you know, without any interference and without people reacting to you. So we create our own experience when we put the sunglasses on, and even though it dramatically changes when we take them off, we still keep those experiences after we take them off. So I want to present my partner, Ariel Angel. A month ago, yes, thank you. A little respect, come on. A month ago, yeah, whatever. A month ago in a hackathon called MIDI Hack in Ableton headquarters in Berlin, we did a MIDI hack. We did a hack called Air Push. And what we did is a floating control interface based on audio for Ableton that's supposed to enable visually impaired people to create electronic music using Ableton and inspire them to create electronic music. And we're going to give a quick demo of that. Hopefully it works great.
Yeah, so basically, I'm in Ableton.
We're using lip motion, by the way, obviously.
Yeah, so
Track
I have
1.
I can
Track
change
2.
the tracks like this.
Track 3. Track 4. Track 3.
And there's
track
a smart audio feedback system.
Track
so
3.
I can understand what part of the menu I'm accessing by the height of the sound.
Track 4.
And if I'm in the center, it hits a chord, so it's more obvious.
Track 3.
That's
Track
I want to
2.
record.
Record.
So,
Sound.
oops, okay, that was a bug, but
Record.
delete.
Shit.
That was delete.
Record. Record.
Crappy sound.
Sound. Track.
So now it's basically playing,
Mix.
and now I can
Mix.
change the sounds, the volume, and that's a very basic demonstration.
Thank you. So that's something we're going to keep working on. Right now it's very simple gestures provided by the lip motion, basic lip motion gestures, but we want to take it further and use more complex gestures and make something way more fluid and reliable, probably.
Yeah, basically we didn't have much luck using the gestures that come built into the device, so we're starting to define our own gestures, which is turning out more useful, and that's where we're focusing attention at the moment.
Okay, thank you, Ariel. So a little bit more about the connection between sound and emotions. So different emotions through the course of the day, different sounds trigger different emotions. The same sound can trigger different emotion through the course of the day. For instance, a call or a text message early in the morning versus a call at 4 o'clock, or a coffee break, or a call at 2 a.m. will trigger totally different emotions and reactions. Or for instance, a car sirens costs New Yorkers between 400 and 500 million per year in public costs, health costs, lost productivity, decreased property value, and diminished quality of life. It's an interesting fact. So sound triggers feeling the same way seeing triggers touching, but unlike seeing, when sounds triggers feelings, it's a whole different story, because feelings are accessible, they are free, they have their own agenda, and most importantly, we like having them because they make us boring as life interesting, dynamic, and hard to grasp. So to wrap this up, in the previous 2 MTFs, I did kind of an improv jam with the audience, collecting some sounds, and I want to create this to continue this thing and just create our own little memory, like with a 2 minutes improv. And I already started with capturing something from the guy who talked two talks before, the Dutch guy. What was his name? Nobody knows. Okay. William. Okay. So this is the junk jam kit he has in his installation. It's really great. And I'm going to collect a few more samples from you if you like to. Who here is the voice of an angel? Oh, come on. Okay, so let's do just a few samples. Help me out. Let's create a memory. All right. Are you up to? Yeah. My good friend Matan is helping me out, so I won't be bummed. Okay? Is there something? Okay, I think it's recording, so just... Okay. Let's do one. Okay, let's do another one. Right. One more. And last one. Nice. I'm gonna take you for my next productions. Okay, you can shut this down. Thank you.